So hey guys, this is Ashen and I'm back with another Hollow Knight episode. But this episode it's a bit different because I'm actually not going to do post live commentary. I'm actually doing a post commentary video. I have the recorded footage in front of me playing. I have the media file as you can see, but what happened is while recording, for some reason the audio didn't record, and I realized that it was a glitch or a bug in OBS, which for which my default microphone was not the one that I use, or the default speaker was not the one that I use. So for that reason, I didn't the audio didn't get recorded. That is what I'm trying to say, and I'm really sorry. I will try to not do that next time, because there are two episodes that have been recorded without audio, because I did both of them in a single sitting, and both of them don't have audio. So in this episode and in the next episode you are going to have post commentary, and I again apologize for it. I hope this doesn't feel too different. Again, welcome back. And in the last episode, as I open the my map, in the last episode we explored Crystal Peak. We got the new ability Crystal Heart, with which we can super dash through the horizontal ground, and now Dirtmouth and Crystal Peak is connected. One of the places we actually went there by sequence breaking, but that is not something that we are going to do. And we also got the upgraded Desolate Dive Descending Dark in the Crystallized Mount. And today what we are going to do is fall down from that hole that I was talking about, because that will lead to a new area. So I'm going to make my way there. Really sorry, excuse me. So let's make our way there. Make sure you traverse on these platforms carefully, because they turn around and the spikes actually damage you. And here are the enemies that I hate with passion, if you remember. And yep, let's make our way forward. Let's fall into the ground. Very good start indeed. No use fighting them in this dark corner. I remember saying that, because not going to no use, because they are so annoying. They shoot that crystal that will actually stay on the ground. Better to just dodge them quickly. And yeah, that's it. And I'm just killing him, because why not? We can get our journal entry, and today we are going to fall down, and let's do that. And as you can see, we're in a new area. I think I'll try to inspect. Yeah, if you don't have a map, that means it's a new area. And there are many monuments, and there's one of the monuments here again that we can interact with. The monument, as I was talking about, we can't really interact with right now properly. It will just show you a description, and there are many such monuments in the background, as you can see. Making our way to the left side, there was this shows I mixed stag and tram, because this is a tram. We can't access that, and as you can see, it gets connected with the Forgotten Crossroads one. So when we get access to the tram, we will do that. Nothing there, nothing else to see, just a large door and the slot. So let's make our way to the right side by using a pistol dash. And here we are in this room, and as you can see on the pedestal over there, there are these three masks, these three and you actually get locked here. You can't go out from this pedestal. And there are these three masks. If you remember, the three masks were also on top of the Black Egg Temple. These three are very important people. They also tried to stop us after we fought Hornet. So if you inspect it, to protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. Monomon the teacher, Lurien the watcher, and Hera the beast. And the next line gives you information about where they are. Surrounded by fog and mist, looking over the city and a deep darkness beyond the kingdom. So no need to worry about the location that much, because after you interact with them, with this pedestal, the dreamer locations will be added to the map. But it is not over yet. Go no further, little shadow. What compels it climb out of the darkness? What compels its return to the sacred kingdom? Call from beyond the seals, by the vessel or by the captive light. Would the seals break, they cannot be undone. But the vessel weakens, that plague springs anew, they must be undone. Yet still our seals remain. It must be cast away, our duty holds, it shall be done. And these are the three dreamers. And they fade away, little shadow, fade away, and let us sleep in peace. So they actually have transported us into this other realm. And yeah, let's talk about some of the lore. I don't have the map here, and here we have this moth looking creature who actually beckons to us, so we can follow her. And if you guys remember, the dreamers are actually also known as sealers. They have sealed the infection in the Black Egg Temple. The vessel has the infection inside of him, and with the help of the dreamers, they have sealed it inside of him. And that is what we are trying to do. They tell us that the seals cannot be undone, or must not be undone, because the infection will come out. But the seals must be undone because the vessel has grown weak. And here the dreamer locations have been added to the map, so no need to worry about the location that much. You can just follow your way from the map. You can find them. So one is in the City of Tears, one is beside Fungal Wastes, and one is deep down to the left. And if you remember Deep Nest, one is the last dreamer, or the third dreamer that we talked about is in Deep Nest. So let's follow the moth who beckons to us. You don't have to worry about falling down, because if you actually fall down from these platforms, you will be transported back to the start of this room. So no, and you won't lose any health, because this is a dream world, so dying doesn't make sense. So you can traverse safely and don't have to worry so much. And here we can now talk with the moth. What a terrible fate they have visited upon you, to cast you away in the space between body and soul. Will you accept their judgment and fade slowly away? Or will you take the weapon before you and cut your way out of this sad forgotten dream? So she says weapon, uses the word weapon, and here this is an important item required to progress into the game, because this is the dream nail. Hold T to charge and slash with the nail. Cut through the veil between dreams and waking. So here we find ourselves in front of a new NPC, and you can't really hear the voice because no audio has been recorded. I'm again really sorry, but yeah, she sounds just like how an old woman would sound. You have returned. Welcome back to the waking world. So yeah, she's talking about the dreamers, and they dragged us inside the dream world. And now that we have the dream there, we can actually enter and exit dreams as our wish. so no need to worry about getting stuck in dreams. So yeah, I'm actually talking, I think I'm talking about why it's a weapon. It's yeah, before that she says that the sacred blade has dulled over time, so together we can restore its power. We need to collect essence. So if we bring essence to her, we can upgrade the dream nail, and now she asks us to collect 100 essence. And now she'll tell us what essence is. The whispering plants that grow all over this kingdom. So if you guys remember, there were these interesting looking plants all over the map. There was one in Howling Cliffs, there was one in the Fungal Wastelands, there was one in the City of Tears itself. And she's talking about those trees, and now we can interact with them using the dream nail. There is one just outside as well. So firstly, the dream nail looks like this. As you can see, it takes a while to charge, and you can strike it a bit later. And secondly, it does not harm anybody. Dream nail is not a weapon meant for harming. It is only meant to read the minds of people. You will know their deepest desires or what they're thinking inside, and or something that they dream about. And this place is the resting grounds. This place also has a beautiful soundtrack playing uh, behind. It's a beautiful yet melancholic soundtrack, and I am really ashamed that you are not able to hear this, and on myself that I was not able to uh, do the recording properly. But what is done is done. And yeah, as I was talking about, the dream nail cannot be used to harm enemies. You can just read their minds or their deepest desires, what they're hiding in them. I think I will go and show how just after a bit I'm going to show how the dream nail actually works. I'm not really sure why I was waiting here, yeah, or I was explaining something, yeah. Because I don't have any idea, because I don't have any audio. So I think I'm going to dream nail her now. What are you doing poking about in a dusty old mind like mine? So she is actually aware that you are dream nailing her, and this is not actually common. In fact, there are only 4 NPCs in total who respond to you dream nailing. Otherwise, no enemy in this game will actually know that you are dream nailing them. They will just keep thinking about their deepest desires. But the seer does realize that she is being dream nailed. Another one of the characters who actually respond to getting dream nailed is the snail shaman. I don't know if I go later on. I think I go later on in the future episode and try dream nailing her. But yeah, just another fact. And there are 2 more NPCs that we haven't met yet, but we will try dream nailing them as well, and you'll realize who they are, who actually respond to being or who actually respond to getting dream nailed. So as you can see, there was stack station to the right side of this area. So this, yeah, so actually I forgot to tell the main thing, but yeah, when you hit the tree with the dream nail, essence will spread in these like all over the room, and these single red orbs are essence. We have collected 13, 14, and usually you can find these trees in rather long rooms. And as you can see, this is a breakable wall. You can't really hear the sound, but you can see the floor is crumbling. And yeah, as I was talking about, you can find these essence. Yeah, I am actually done collecting all the essence that this tree has to offer. And what I was trying to say is, you can find essence, these essence trees or dream trees, in usually in the rooms which are usually longer or wider in width, so because the essence will get distributed all over the place, so you can collect them. Here we get this charm, the dream shield. The dream shield is actually a shield that will protect you. I'm going to try that. Let's go and take this bench first. And one of the things is that in this area the stack station is actually free of cost, because you can fall here accidentally. I remember in my first playthrough I fell here accidentally, and if you don't have any money or you don't have desolate dive, you can actually get stuck like soft locked here. So for that reason the stack is free of cost. You just need to hit the lever. And you can, and actually I dream nail him here, and he says that I tire so easily and my old legs seem to ache more and more. Still I'm lucky to grow old at all, so many others haven't. True. Very deep thought. And as you can see, these are his like deepest desires, or what is going on right now in his mind. So that's another thing. And this is actually Conifer, and we can buy the map from Conifer or for the resting grounds from the shop up top at Dartmouth. I don't think you actually ever meet him in resting grounds. I have never seen him sitting and humming his song at Dartmouth. Sorry for the cut, guys. So yeah, here actually I am trying out the dream shield. I'll show how the dream shield actually looks like, and this is how it looks like. And this, as you can see, actually has a chance to block the enemy's attack, because it actually matters. If the enemy attacks don't align with the timing of the dream shield, then of course you'll get hit, but it has a chance to block the attacks completely, and it actually harms the enemy as well by going through them. So that's a good charm, but it's really inefficient because it requires a lot of charm notches. I think it requires 4 charm notches. So firstly I go to the left side just to show how this place is connected. This is just the room where the pedestal was, where we were transported, and you don't need to actually worry about inspecting this again. Do I do it? I think I don't, and nothing will happen if you inspect it again. It will just show you the so I'm not sure what I'm talking about here right now. Yeah, so I'm trying to inspect the pedestal again, and it will just tell you this again. No need to worry about going back into the dream world. And I'm actually going back here because now that we have the dream nail, we can interact with these statues, and there are these spirits that you can fight, and after defeating them you get essence. So what am I actually trying to do? I think I'm talking about, yeah, and we also found some more monuments in, one was in Green Path, one was in Fungal Waste, one was in the Howling Cliffs. So now this is Zero, and or Zero if you would call it, and he's an ancient being, and he's talking about his past, how strength was the only thing he dreamed of. And now you can challenge the Warrior Dream, and this is a boss fight. Not a terrible boss fight. He will just shoot these blades, or just launch these blades towards you, and I am, as usual, I am playing really sloppy, and you just need to jump and hit the boss. And I'm using my spell here because I have Shaman Stone, and our spells do a lot of damage. And here, after I think at 50% health, he will actually bring out 4 blades. And what you can do is actually the best thing is to, if you want to heal, is go below the platform and you can heal. The blades will go through the ground, as you can see, but if you are at the corner or you heal soon, it won't hit you. As you can see, I'm going to die here almost, and as you can see, he's going to the left, so I was saved. And here I am again playing bad, but yeah, we defeated him. And if you talk to him again, and after defeating these enemies, you get essence, and we already get 100 essence by defeating the boss. So collecting essence will not actually be a tough job. I mean, of course, it will take time. Tough depends upon your skill at the end of the day. And now, if you, and yeah, I think I talked about this, but when you as you complete the objective that she sets for you, like this much essence, she will of course increase the number of essence she wants for the next objective, and for every objective reached you will get a reward. So now that we have collected 100 essence, I'm going back and to talk to her. And yes, we have collected 100 essence. So here she is giving us an old trinket for encouragement, and we can return when we have collected 200 essence. So I think I'm explaining the objective system of collecting essence and then coming back, and I think she'll ask for 300 essence after this. And I'm just going back to heal. And now let's get some soul from the soul totem. And now we are going to go down here in this dark place, pretty dark, and there is a lot of breakable walls in this whole underground section. That enemy can be dangerous. He does double mask damage and is also a bit tanky, but yeah, he charges towards you at small intervals, and you don't have to worry about going through the infection. It won't do anything. Here, as you can see, there's a wall up top, breakable wall, cracks on the wall, that means it's breakable. And I actually tried to line up the suicide bat along with the enemy over there so that the bat kills him, but that didn't really happen. So we'll kill him in kind of a cheesy way. As you can see, double mask damage. And here we have there's his Geo. Let's heal. And here there's a grub. And going to the right, here there is this chest with some Geo, and there is a wall up top and a wall to the right as well. So let's break the one up top, and we can climb out of here. Just messing up with my jumps over there. And this is actually the back side of Resting Grounds, and this will actually lead to this home. There's a bench over here. I'm not going to rest because if you accidentally die, we don't want to come back here. I would rather go back to the stack station. But and this is something we are actually not going to do right now. This is a new individual, and I'm not going to talk to him. You can dream that I'm just dreaming him for some lore. Nails and claws, why must it be so? So he talks like he regrets something because of fighting or war. All the may know. And this is actually a quest, a pretty difficult quest, you could say. It takes us a while and it can take a lot of patience. It can be really annoying. And this quest we are going to do later because we actually need to go from one area to another area, and the other area that I'm talking about, we don't actually have access to it right now. And I actually have a video on this quest in my YouTube channel. I have done a separate video, and I'm going to add that video link in the description. It might be a bit spoiler if you're watching it for the first time, if you're watching the game for the first time, but yeah, I'm going to put the video in the description. I'm not going to spoil what the whole quest is about, but yeah, and walk carefully over these platforms. There's breakable or broken floor, and that will reveal spikes. And here there is broken floor again, and here there is another one of these creatures. And here I am stuck in a very bad place, to be honest, but yep, he decides to kill himself by going into the spikes, so thank you so much. And here we have a wanderer's journal, and there's this little corpse. You can dream nail such corpses to get some information. So dark, so he died here, stuck over here. And here we can actually break the floor again, another breakable wall. And as you might recognize this shape, or this it looks like the snail shaman, and that is because we have this charm, the soul eater. If you remember soul catcher increases the amount of soul when gained by striking an enemy, and soul eater will actually greatly increase the amount of soul that you gain by striking the enemy. So it's an upgrade from the soul catcher, but the bad thing about this is that it requires 4 notches, so that's a really expensive investment into your notch slots. And here I'm just dream nailing her. So this is not the snail shaman, this is a relative of the snail shaman who died a long time ago, and they are still aware that you are dream nailing them, as they say, let me rest. So yeah, snail shaman and some of we'll also meet some of their ancestors whom you can dream there again. But yeah, that's it for the right side of this room. Some more enemies here, just getting blasted. Let's heal. And here there is actually, if you listen closely, I mean there's no audio in this track, but if you listen closely, you can actually hear some more suicidal bats. So you need to find a breakable wall, that is this one over here, and traverse carefully because they will just plunge towards you. And there's another breakable wall with another bat, I mean, and when you try to step on this, it will actually break, but you can break that wall again and find another bat, but we get another Hallownest seal. So this place actually gave us a lot of geo because we got another Hallownest seal from the seer by collecting 100 essence. So that is 900 essence together, and a wanderer's journal, so that's 1100 essence already. And we also had we also had a chest that gave us some geo. So we almost collected 1200 Geo just in the resting grounds. Here we have this elevator. We are going to go down, not right now. Let's first go to the left side. Here we have this huge enemy with a shield, and he actually does 2 mask damage, and he actually blocks the first attack, just like the shield enemies in Dirtmouth. They block the first attack and then attack. So I'm just poking off, and he is one of the most tankiest enemies in all of Hollow Knight. He takes a lot of hits to actually get rid of. You can just keep on juggling, so as his health depletes. But yeah, we will meet more of them in a different area. This creature we have met a lot. No need to worry about him. And firstly, if we go to the top, we can hit the lever, and here we actually, it's a good connection. We fought Zero just up top, and this gets connected to this bottom area, and by going down we are in the blue lake. So this is clean water. You don't need to worry about getting acidic water. This is clean water, and you can just go keep on swimming, or you can just take the smarter way, that is by crystal dashing, because it's a really long way. As you can see, there were some enemies, and this is, if you guys remember, Tiso was looking for the Colosseum, where he wants to fight, or where the strongest warriors gather. He was in the Forgotten Crossroads, and now he's over here looking for the Colosseum. So leaving him behind, let's first go and check what the places which had some enemies just to the right. Some basic enemies, not really difficult. And here we have another one of these creatures which drop a Rancid egg. Making our way back to the area where Tiso was, and if we go left, this is actually the Forgotten Crossroads just above Salubra, and this is actually a really unexpected connection if you think about it. But then if you look at the map, you will see that it is actually connected pretty well. We don't have the map of Resting Grounds because we need to buy it from Conifer, but yeah, as you can see, a very good connection. But we can't actually climb back up if we go down, so we are not going to drop. Let's make our way back to the elevator that was just before this room. Tiso is gone. So we already cleared this room with the 2 enemies, the big one and the one with the wings. And now let's go down this elevator, and if you don't recognize by the, I mean, there is no music, but if you recognize by the music, this is, we are actually back in the City of Tears. So that is another connection with the Resting Grounds. It gets connected to the Forgotten Crossroads as well as the City of Tears. And here I'm actually trying to go up, because as you can see, there was a door over there, or there was an entrance or opening over there. So I'm just trying to see if we can do it right now. So you can actually almost make it, but no need to worry about it right now. Let's proceed to the right. And here we are. You can see this looks a bit different than City of Tears. The enemies are same, the knights, but here there are these new enemies, the ones with the pink suits. These like this Humpty Dumpty looking or resembling person. So this is a new enemy, and actually let's talk about it. Who these creatures are. And as you can see the background, by judging the background, this is a very exquisite place and a very posh area, if you would say. And here we are in this room. Firstly, let's take care of this room, because there's a gauntlet over here, and by using our Desolate Dive, which is upgraded, and Shaman Stone, it is a deadly combo. Boom, one shot. So as I was talking about, as you can see, the background suggests that this is a place where the relatively richer people reside. And here before that we actually get a vessel fragment. So one out of the second, or one vessel fragment for the second vessel. So actually this area is the richer side, or you could say the side of City of Tears where actually the upper class people live. There is a hierarchical difference in society, and to the left side, where the city storerooms, stack station, then where the blacksmith resides, that is where the worker class resides. That is the place for the worker class. This is the area where the posh people live, but that doesn't make any difference for us. We will destroy everyone because they are just in our way. And here we get a Wanderer's Journal. Worth 200. So we collected a lot of geo in this episode, or building our bank slowly. So taking care of these enemies, pretty simple. This is the only one that puts up a fight, tries to keep punching you, but nothing really happens. And here we are in the King Station. We found the Queen Station in Green Path, or sorry, Fungal Wastes, and this is the King Station. And you can see the design is pretty similar, just some new enemies. Let's take care of these them first. And there's a way to go to the left, and here to the right is the stack station. And here, as you can see, the door is locked, and I'm just taking the right path first, and the bench is broken. This is actually a new place. We won't go there right now. And as you can see, there's a secret in the through the wall, and this will actually lead you to this geo container. Now making our way to the stack station, we have the bench as always, and we discovered a lot of City of Tears, or the right side of City of Tears, and the completion of Resting Grounds. So that is a great thing. 300 geo required to open this stack station. And here he actually talks about how many stack stations we have opened, and he is slowly starting to remember the entirety of Hallownest. And here he actually talks about the stag nest, the place where the stag was born and raised. So he asks us to keep on opening these stack stations, so that he keeps moving around and starts to remember where the stack station is. So that is a side objective in this game. So going back, to Dirtmouth. Here we have Bretta, the girl we saved in the fungal wastes. And we have the shopkeeper's key. If you remember, we got the shopkeeper's key in the last I think the last episode, and we can now give it to him. He will accept it. And here he sells some more items. So here he sells another mask shard, a vessel fragment, and that I think I'm going to buy. An elegant key. We'll talk about that later. And there are some more new charms as well. Heavy blow. So heavy blow will actually knock back your enemies further when you hit them. So as you can see, we have one vessel fragment. I'm going to get the vessel fragment so that we have two at least. And I actually plan to buy the elegant key because we don't have any mask shard, so we can buy the last mask shard when we have 3, so that we can complete the shard mask. And I'm actually planning to buy elegant key after farming some geo. We only need 15 geo to buy the elegant key. We'll talk about the elegant key once we get it, but I think I don't buy it right now. We will go back to Salubra, or no, that is actually the end of the episode. So I hope you're enjoying the series, and I'll make sure that a mistake like this doesn't happen too much again. So thank you for watching.